15 huge Coronation Street spoilers for next week. What's next on the cobbles? Next week on Coronation Street, Dev and Bernie's wedding day is full of drama and jeopardy. Elsewhere, Abby catches out both Carl and Kevin for lying to her, and Audie decides it's time to ease his guilty conscience. Here's our full guide to 15 big moments coming up. You can also check out our collection of 33 spoiler pictures from these episodes. 1. Abby makes an unexpected discovery. Abby helps Kevin cover up his recent lies by telling everyone at the Rovers he's now been given the all-clear. She then heads off to a hotel for a passionate rendezvous with Carl. Lying in bed, Abby spots a message on Carl's phone from Fiona. This forces him to come clean over his various dodgy dealings at the garage. 2. Kevin is in the doghouse again. Abby reports back to Kevin over Carl's Mo scam, but is baffled to discover he already knew about it. Sensing trouble between the couple, Debbie urges Abby to think long and hard before she lets her marriage to Kevin slip away. Later, Abby seeks answers from Carl over why Kevin kept his wrongdoing a secret. Carl admits that Kevin agreed not to report him in exchange for his silence over the cancer lie. Abby is livid to realize that Kevin still isn't being totally upfront with her over his recent lies and secrecy. Could this push her further in Carl's direction? 3. Bernie confronts Dev on the eve of the wedding. Bernie enjoys a cheap and low-key hen party at the bistro, still keen to keep the wedding costs down as part of her secret agreement with Audie. When Bernie hears a rumor that there's a pole dancer entertaining the stags at the Rovers, she rushes over there to express her displeasure. Bernie's arrival is quickly followed by an appearance from Auntie Ronnie. But how will Ronnie react to what she discovers there? And is everything as it seems? 4. Theo's jealousy rears its head again. Theo and Todd make plans to move into the corner shop flat together. As George is sad over the change in living arrangements, Todd tries to cheer him up by suggesting they should all head to Dev's stag party together. Theo is clearly unhappy over this, wanting Todd's full attention to be on him, as Todd tries out the pole at the celebration. It's all too much for Theo as he pretends to have a headache and suggests they should go home. 5. Abby lies to Kevin on Dev's big day. Abby is due to attend Dev and Bernie's wedding with Kevin, but she lies about having a stomach bug so she can spend the day with Carl instead. Later, after Abby has enjoyed another hookup with Carl at the hotel, Kevin finds her dressed to the nines. How will she explain herself after claiming to be unwell? 6. Bernie disturbs a burglar. Dev and Bernie's big day gets off to a chaotic start. The quads become unwell, so last-minute arrangements are made for them to watch via a livestream alongside Joseph. When Bernie rushes home to collect her Lucky Charm locket, which contains a photo of Paul, she disturbs a burglar. 7. Debbie proposes. While everyone waits for the wedding to begin at the bistro, Debbie steps in to keep everyone entertained. After singing "Hopelessly Devoted to You," Debbie surprises the guests by proposing to Ronnie. 8. Bernie collapses. Just as the vows are about to begin, Bernie struggles to breathe and collapses to the ground. Asha rushes over to help, while Gemma calls an ambulance. After Bernie is rushed to hospital, the guests anxiously wait for news, until Asha returns and announces that Dev wants the whole family at the hospital. 9. Theo's irritation shifts in Summer's direction. Still expecting Todd's undivided attention, Theo is not impressed. Later, Summer suggests that Theo should join her and Todd as they enjoy a pizza in front of the TV. Theo refuses to take part and moodily heads to bed, much to Todd's disappointment. 10. Theo's violent past is exposed. Audie falls and bangs his head after drunkenly leaning on Gary's work van. The incident comes as Theo is trying to gently steer Audie away from the vehicle. So the police insist that the scaffolder answers some routine questions about what happened. This means that Theo misses an important meeting with a social worker to discuss his access to his kids. The social worker insists they'll have to reschedule and find out whether Theo's latest brush with the law is a violent crime like last time. Todd is confused by this reference to Theo's past and vows to find out what his boyfriend has been hiding from him. 11. Ryan is on the move. Ryan helps Carla and Lisa pack up the flat as they prepare to move to number 6. He also takes the opportunity to vent about his weird flatmate, who's making his current living arrangements unbearable. Later, Ryan returns with his rucksack and Lisa surprises Carla with the news that she's asked him to move in with them. 12. Kid makes an effort with Brody. Kid drops his harsh stance towards Brody and joins him for a curry. He's upset to learn the details of how bad Brody's upbringing was, so tries to treat him by taking him to the match. Later in the week, Kid asks Sarah to join him and Brody at the cafe. He reckons it's time for them to get to know each other better. But the idea doesn't go entirely to plan. Meanwhile, Sally and Tim find old bruises on Joni's arm and decide to let social services know. 13. Audie confesses all. Audie drowns his sorrows as his guilt over his recent mistakes becomes overwhelming. In the end, he decides to come clean with Lauren about how he was responsible for her accidental drugging ordeal at the recent house party. Determined to face the music, Audie also updates Dev and Bernie on his confession when they return home. 14. Tracy sparks suspicion. Ken, Steve, Amy, Cassie and Tracy all have an awkward family tea at the Barlow house. Tracy puts on a show of maturity, telling Steve that they should make their divorce an amicable one for Amy's sake. Steve laps it up, but Amy suspects that Tracy could still have a few nasty surprises in store. Is Tracy being entirely genuine? 15. Jenny gets jealous over George. Jenny bonds with George after he helps to fix a leaky pipe at the cabin. She offers to cook him dinner as a thank you. Glenda sets George up on a dating app, determined to see him move on after his split from Eileen. Jenny struggles to hide her disappointment over George being interested in anyone but her. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more movie spoilers next week. Goodbye and see you again.